Welcome to Dark 10. Today, we're going to go over 10 mysterious discoveries. Make sure to watch until number 1, because it's one of the most mysterious discoveries I know. Every now and then, new discoveries are made, and we hear about them through the internet, television, and newspapers. Others may not pique our interest, while others leave us speechless. If you think the discoveries you've read about are odd, you'll be astounded by the ones we're about to share with you, because these are the top 10 strangest discoveries ever created. Number 10. Nazca Lines. If you take a flight over the southern Peru desert, you can see these rare white line formations. The ancient strange formations in this UNESCO World Heritage Site are in the shapes of triangles, rectangles, swirls, and trapezoids. There are 300 geometrical forms, plant structures, and 70 animals visible if you look closely. The reason for the existence of these lines is unknown, but archaeologists believe the Nazca Indians created them between 500 BC and 750 AD, according to archaeologists. Number 9. Tongue of Stone. An unusual burial was conducted in a village in the 3rd or 4th century in Britain. When archaeologists began digging at the site in Northamptonshire in 1991, they were surprised to discover that only one of the 35 bodies had been buried face down. The man's mouth was what drew people's attention. His tongue had been removed and replaced with a chunk of rock. Such mutilation had never been seen before, and it was possibly the first time anyone had received such a punishment. Number 8. Terracotta Army. In 1974, a group of archaeologists in Xi'an conducted an excavation, which led to the discovery of a magnificent terracotta army. Thousands of clay soldiers were discovered near the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. After his death, these clay soldiers were buried next to him to shield him from different powers. Number 7. The Thevoynich Manuscript. If you are unfamiliar with the Thevoynich Manuscript, this finding will undoubtedly pique your interest. Researchers have been left perplexed and unable to comprehend anything about this manuscript, which is hand-drawn and hand-written in an unintelligible language. It contains several examples of small naked females, the majority of which have swollen abdomens, wading or immersed in fluids, and communicating with connecting capsules and tubes. This manuscript was created in the 15th century by someone in Central Europe. It was purchased by Wilfrid M. Voynich, an antiquarian bookseller, and the manuscript has yet to be deciphered. Number 6. The Danish spirals. Every amateur archaeologist dreams of making a discovery, and 2 archaeologists did just that a few years ago when they used metal detectors in a field in Denmark and found gold. The 4 large gold rings they discovered prompted them to explore more of the same field near the island town of Boeslund in the hopes of discovering more Bronze Age artifacts. What they found after that is unquestionably strange. Spirals of gold as thin as a hair and approximately 2.5 centimeters long were discovered, with a total of 2,000 curls. The treasure was discovered among wooden and fur pieces, and it was possibly buried in a beautiful box, but no one knows what it was used for. Number 5. Moai statues. Easter Island's Moai statues are among the most famous and bizarre archaeological finds to date. People from Rapa Nui carved these statues sometime between 1300 to 155 AD. There are 288 Moai statues on the island, all of which are situated on large stone platforms. These sculptures are about 80 tons in weight and 13 feet tall. The Rapa Nui people will carve the sculptures out of rocks from the island's dormant volcanoes. These statues can be moved side by side with the aid of strong ropes because of the D-shaped foundation they have. Number 4. The mass grave of the headless Vikings. Instead of discovering a section of a plow or more cobblestones, archaeologists digging up the sides of an old road in Dorset found something exciting and unusual. The headless bodies of 54 Viking mercenaries is buried in a mass grave. In a pile, there were 54 dismembered skeletons and 51 skulls. The size of this burial makes it unique, and the fact that it is from this time of history adds to the rarity. Number 3. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a 5,000-year-old geological monument in the English town of Salisbury. The memorial is made up of a variety of large and small stones. Sarsens are the larger stones that stand 30 feet tall and weigh up to 25 tons. This strange monument was built with large stones brought from the Preseli Hills. 240 people are said to have been buried in this location, but the exact reason for the Stonehenge's construction is unknown. Number 2. The Atlantis City. This lost city of Atlantis is undoubtedly one of the strangest archaeological finds ever made. Poseidon, the sea god, is said to have founded this city. According to some historians, a powerful tsunami struck the city in the 10th millennium BC, submerging Atlantis in the ocean. Despite what the researchers say, archaeologists are still on the lookout for the real reality. Number 1. Mount Owen Moa Claw. A bird claw was found by archaeologists digging down a New Zealand cave in 1986. The bird's muscles and flesh are already bound to it. The archaeologists later discovered that the foot belonged to a wingless bird known as the moa, which is now extinct. It had largely vanished from the face of the earth around 2,000 years ago. The wingless moa was a massive, heavy bird that could weigh up to 250 kilograms. It also stood at a height of 12 feet. This bird's claws are on display in New Zealand's Natural History Museum. These findings are not only strange, but also fascinating. It provides us with information that we would not have known otherwise. I hope you enjoyed this list of the strangest discoveries made in history. Subscribe Dark 10 and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of creepy, interesting, or scary facts and much more. Check out this playlist of my Dark 10 videos of crime and killers, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.